Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I was thinking that Jack-O-Lyn needs an accessory. And what haven't I made? What haven't I tufted into a thing? Like, what would she need? Do you know what I mean? What accessory would she need? I think she needs a purse. You know, she needs somewhere to put her things. So I am going to attempt to make her a tufted jack-o'-lantern purse. I would say things that I normally say like, oh, I just don't know if this is going to work, but at this point in time, I've already done it. So you're gonna have to watch to see what happens. I definitely miscalculated. Not even fun-looking squiggles. 100,000% would not work. Now, why don't we rewind 2 months? A few months. You're going a few months back in time, you little time travelers. And I'll see y'all at the end. I have the supplies, including this, if anybody recognizes this. This scroll says you're a bitch. I'm hoping that this works. All right, I guess we'll trace the smaller one. This is a good sized, like, little bag, especially since it's going to be 3D. We need it to be 2 balls. I'm just going to trace this because it's a nice, perfect circle. 2 balls. All right, I guess now I'll connect to them. There we go. I'm thinking I'll cut it out and then we can just trace it so that they're the exact same thing. So here we have one of our shapes. How is this? That's not bad. Did I do it?
No, that's hilarious that I thought that I had it that first time. Okay, so here's the problem. When I line up the ball to like one of the sides, the curve just doesn't fit it. So I did have to like bring it in quite a bit so that the ball fits perfectly so that when we like stitch it together, it will wrap around the ball sections nicely. For it to be as round as possible, it basically has to fit like a puzzle piece. And if I lay it on top, it just kind of like does not fit. So this is what it looks like taped together, and it's like a puzzle piece, and that's exactly how it has to be for it to be as round as possible. It is a square. Just shut up. I apologize. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, it it's still kind of squarish. But guess what? Guess what? Look at that. Look at all those. I wasn't doing it again. I wasn't.
Here it is. Here's the best I can do, actually. Yes, it still has some corners, and yes, if you look at it from the top down, it's kind of a square still. Because I am happy with this. If it turns out like this, who's gonna be mad? If you raise your hand, then get up. There's the door. You can identify the door by the Halloween. So what we have to do now is take this apart, sadly. Oh, you know what we still need to kind of figure out is a hole, like, to get in it. We'll figure it out. So the thing about this is that I need to leave enough space around the edges to be able to like stitch it together. Did I leave myself enough room on this rim? I think it has to go. It has to go here. There we go. So I was thinking here, but it's real close. This is possible. Okay. Okay, so with this drawn on, I think since the other one I did draw, listen, I drew a whole bunch of versions that might or might not work.
None of these ideas are the idea that I went with, so we're going to fast forward.
Which means one of these has to have the jack-o'-lantern. This section here is going to be the very bottom of the bag, which means something. It means something.
It just means that the jack-o'-lantern face has to be face up.
Am I right about that?
Yes. For once, actually.
Am I right about that?
Oh my god, just do it already.
Cute! He looks weird in this shape. Anyway, I think this is going to work. Here we go. Alright, so this is what the jack-o'-lantern's face looks like on the other side. So I think what I'm going to do is go around and just clean it up. That way when we fill in the orange, it'll be less carving work for later. That's nice. This broken nail, not nice. But this, nice. And I didn't cut any holes in it. I know I bought orange yarn, but I cannot possibly seem to find it. And I've looked everywhere. Can you toss it here? Okay, and now we'll turn it into a cake. Perfect. Here we go. Okay, so here is the other piece that will fit in the like contours of the other piece, because these two shapes together will create a ball, a closed off ball. So I needed to figure out how we were going to have like a hole for hands to reach into the bag. And so
That's what all these different sketches are, just different versions of what could have possibly been it.
So we went with 2 circles. So with that said, I'm going to tuft our 2 circles. First one. All right, and now for the other one. Ta-da! Actually, I messed it up. It's fine. I did just forget a little small detail. Actually, I feel like it's gonna be quite difficult for me to explain. So, Bob, why don't you take it away?
Oh gosh. Did she just say I'm going to explain what she's doing? Well, that's hilarious because I have no idea what she's ever doing. She is always talking to herself and singing and dancing. How did she expect me to know I don't even know. I wasn't even listening. I was not even listening what she was talking about.
What a brilliant explanation that was. You guys totally are caught up and understand what we're gonna be doing, right? I'll explain it anyway, just in case Bob didn't explain it very well. Anyway, so there was a little bit of a debate about how I am going to attach the bag strap to the bag. I actually don't know if I told you this part, but we are going to be macrame-ing a beautiful green strap with this. Look at this color, it's so perfect. Back to what I was saying was, how am I going to attach said beautiful, stunning macrame strap to the bag? And what I've landed on is this. So my plan is to have these going through the bag, and then I will clip this to it, and then from there we can do our macrame. From here we can do our macrame strap all the way to the other one. So with that said, the thing that I forgot was to not tuft, like a tiny little section, basically as big as this hole here. That's freaky, I don't like it. So our beautiful tufted circle, I'm just gonna hold it up and then like use my tweezers to pluck out the stitches. I think that's gonna work better than anything else. There. Alright, then we'll do the same thing for this one. They both only need one. I think this one is perfect. Alright, next step is I'm going to be spreading some backing glue. So, this is the glue, the backing adhesive that I'm going to be using. The jack-o'-lantern peanut. It's not an actual peanut, I swear. It's gonna be the cutest thing ever. I don't know why I'm trying to pretend that this is an ASMR. Anyways, that's probably the weirdest thing I've ever done in a video. Imagine if it doesn't come off. Okay, don't freak out. Let's make our strap. I'm just kidding. You're gonna watch me make it. Of course, right? You thought. Pick up Jack. Maybe have him, maybe... Ah. Jack. He's ready to watch me make this thing. Alright, I'm gonna use my like tufting hook. Clip one of these. Okay. Besides that dramatic outburst, I'm gonna clip this to this. That way we can work right from here. What I really wanted for this was to find a pattern that looks like leaves. I'm not gonna show you how to do it because it's not my pattern, but I am gonna link the video so in case, you know, you kind of want to like know how to do it, you can go to their video. I'm just gonna show you me doing it. You know what I mean?
So something super cool is that this entire clip is blurry, just like this. But it's okay because, spoiler alert, this is not the one that we end up going with. Because, as you can see on my face, I don't think it looks like leaves. And also, this isn't happening. Like, you can see that this isn't happening.
And I've already cut my strings. And I, instead of 3, which is what the original recipe called for, I'm doing 6. It needs to be wider is what I'm saying. I basically brought it down to my hip, and the reason it's so long, I wouldn't normally have it like all the way down my hip like this, but the reason it's so long is because I wanted to give myself some extra, because I know the knots are going to take up some, you know, like a bit of the string.
So this is particularly hilarious, especially if you've ever macrameed something, and especially if you've ever macrameed a strap. So for the sake of anybody watching this that actually wants to make a macrame strap, you need so much more. Do not listen to the crazy person in this clip. You need so much more cord to make a strap, which might give you a pretty big hint on what the final strap ends up looking like. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you watch the rest of this. Yeah.
You know, maybe you could say that I should have cut more.
You could say that I should have cut more.
But I think this is gonna be fine. So yeah, I'm cutting new strings and making them incredibly long. This is what this one looks like. And I guess with this lighting, it looks okay. I just don't like the, oh, why does it kind of look okay? What am I even looking at? It just looks like a bunch of random, like, not even fun looking squiggles. Version 3 is gonna be an entirely different pattern. And very, very long, incredibly long. Okay. Okay, this is how much I have. So if the bag is like here, not even over my shoulder yet, some of my shortest bits are only this much longer.
And now it is time to assemble the jack-o'-lantern pieces. Jack-o'-lantern assemble. So on the holes, I'm cutting basically an X into it, and it looks like this. And I'm doing this so that I can basically like put a little bit of glue down and then fold down those tiny little triangles so that it looks like this. I don't want to hear it. Don't comment that in my comment section. And then I'm gonna fold over the edges and glue those down just like normal. Perfect. So now we can move on. And move on we shall to the carving section, which I guess I don't have to explain to you, but I will anyway. Where I'm just leveling it right now, which is super satisfying to make it nice and flat and clean. Flip her over, do the same on the other side, nice and clean, flat and leveled and ready to not carve the face yet. Okay, and now we're carving the face. So I'm just gonna carve out the facial features of the jack-o'-lantern. So this is what they looked like before, and this is what they look like after cleaning them up and carving the face. So now it's time to line the inside. I'm going to be using this super cute fabric that I found at Joann's, and I'm just going to be cutting it into the perfect shapes to fit on the inside of our bags. Bags? I don't know why I said bags, but one bag. We're only doing one bag. This is the glue that I'm going to be using because I am just going to glue it. I originally thought like, what? I'm just going to stitch it. No, that was goofy. That was silly. I'm going to glue it to the back of the pieces. I'm going to use my little sponge brushes because it makes it super easy. Did I dump a whole bunch on? Yes. Did I saturate the back? Yes! And then once I'm satisfied with saturating the back of this with glue, I'm going to place the fabric on and press it down real nice.
Actually, before we can even try to stitch this together, we have to figure out if these are going to work. Go ahead and place your bets right now. Do you think I can punch one of these eyelet things through the tufted piece with the little tools that they give you? There obviously is a hole here, so we're not punching through the tufted part because that 100,000% would not work. You ready? You done? Okay, so I did test it on one of them and it worked. You like kind of squish it in there and then you hammer it and hammer it and hammer it, preferably on like a rock. Welcome to my rock. So silver piece, the tunnel piece, and I'm going to basically just like press it into the hole. And then I'm basically just gonna like press the silver piece over it, lay it down, take the spiky piece, lay that over, and then I'm gonna take this piece, and you want the little short end to go in the hole. I'm gonna hold it there with the base, and then it's on. You do have to hammer it pretty hard, but that is what it looks like when it is fully hammered on. And then this is the other side, exactly the same as the other piece. Just a couple of band-aids for a couple of blisties. Why do you have blisties, Heather? Well, guess what? I went ahead and started stitching it all together. I do wish that they made needles that were like tiny little daggers. I need it to be kind of dangerous. I need a danger needle. Also, I did get some other tools so that I don't get more blisties. Grab onto the needle and then yank it. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. I'm basically 1/4 of the way through, and that is what my stitches are looking like. And if you're thinking, Heather, those are ugly stitches,
Mean.
I find a spot on the bottom piece, stitch it through to the other side, pull it through, find a spot on the top piece. And I basically, because it's so difficult to push through this side, I use the table and push it down onto the needle. Pull it tight. Okay, so I have stitched all the way up to basically the same spot that I did on the other side. Also, my band-aids are fighting for their lives. Picture like trying to stitch through a basketball. That's what we're looking like right now. I'm going to work my way all the way back down to the bottom, and then I will be back to you. All right, we've got our jack-o'-lantern tennis ball bag. I think it looks fantastic. So the next thing I needed to get was a couple of gold hoop earrings for her. And I'm doing this because I definitely miscalculated how far down to put the little eyelet thing. And these don't reach. Like I can't get it on enough to reach the hole. It took me a minute to find the right thing, but the perfect thing about these is that they open like inward. I feel like a lot of these that I was looking at, they opened out, which would be bad because if it's, you know, hanging and holding on to the bag, then it would open. You know what I'm saying? So then I found these that open inward. You know, when you're pulling on both sides, it's not gonna open. I'm just gonna open the ring and then slide it on and twist it till it's perfect. And we'll do the same on the other side. Ta-da. And now she's got a couple of gold hoop earrings. And from here, we can take our macrame strap, which, yes, this is the short one. Listen, I want this video to come out in October of 2024. I don't want this project to take me how long I feel like it's going to take me to make a macrame strap that goes all the way around. Don't judge me. I don't need advice. I know I don't need to explain myself anymore. Thank you. So now We can clip our macrame strap to the gold hoop earrings, and then we will clip the other one onto the other side. And our jack-o'-lantern tufted bag is complete. I don't know why, but that sound, I just love it. You walk into the room purse first, bitch. Hey, you know what? It still can go over my shoulder. It's huge on the other side. I love that I left these. I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of like the, swirly vines that a pumpkin plant has. I can't believe it. This took me ages. What the fuck? This took me absolutely freaking ages, and I'm obsessed with it. It's so dang cute. I'm honestly like shocked that this turned out the way that it did, because every step was well, besides the tufting part, but every step of this was kind of difficult. Do you remember when we were coming up with the pattern? I can't believe that was this video. For me, that was months ago. For you, that was maybe like 20 minutes ago. My first ever tufted bag. I'm so proud of it. I'm gonna link like all the things that I used down in the description in case you, for some reason, want to spend months making a tufted bag. I learned how to macrame for this video. Obviously, I don't know everything. I don't want to make it sound like I know everything, but I learned how to macrame for this video. This is a great test for me. This is such a good challenging project for me. Y'all, thank you very much for watching this video. I can't believe you sat through. If you made it to this moment, wow, thank you so much. And if you skipped to this moment just to see the end result, I mean, thanks for clicking on the video and stuff. Maybe at least leave me a comment. Anyways, I'm going to link, like I said, everything that I used in this video down in the description in case you want to do this. What should I make next? That needs to be in your comment. So if you've already left a comment, go back down and edit your comment and add, what do you want me to make next? What do you want me to see tuft into something? What if I did like a tufted wig? Because I've done tufted bag now. I've done tufted shoes. I've tufted pieces to put on the back of a jacket. We've tufted a jack-o'-lantern mask. So let me know what you would like to see next. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday over on Twitch, my entire tufting process. Part of making this was in the stream, and we were calling it many things. Jack-o'-lantern peanut, jack-o'-lantern pad. Anyway, you can also follow me in all of these places. It is usually at Artsymadwoman besides Twitch and Tumblr, which is the Artsymadwoman. I love y'all. It's absolute death. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Like, do you want motion?
Yeah.
You want motion?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna be stupid.
Yeah.
Can you toss it here? Oh. Can you toss it here? Can you toss it here? Can you toss it here? Can you toss it here?